All right, why don't we come back into session? I'll turn this over to Rudy to introduce the next two presentations.
Right, so we have a couple of concepts to present to Council, and I'll just remind the Council members that before an institute in NIH can release a funding opportunity announcement that has dedicated funds associated with it, the concept has to be approved by an advisory committee in an open session, something that the public has access to. NHGRI always uses the advisory council, and that's so that you guys always know everything that's come across the transom. So we'll have a presentation. There'll be an opportunity for discussion, and when the discussion is completed, I will ask for a vote from the council. I'll be asking you to approve the concept. So the first concept is for the Center for LC Resources and Analysis, and it's going to be presented by Nicole Lockhart, Division Director in the Division, Program Director in the Division of Genomics and Society. Madam Division Director, go forward.
No, I was excited. Maybe you had inside information I didn't know. Good afternoon, everyone. I am presenting on behalf of a team from the Division of Genomics and Society. So over the past year, we have gathered feedback both informally and formally on challenges within the LC research community. Overall, these challenges can be categorized into two general areas, access and analytical. In terms of access, we have heard from multiple distinct groups that LC research findings are often less known and used outside of areas where NHGRI is a central influence, despite potential broad applicability to other research areas. Accordingly, the implementation and policy relevance of LC research may be under-realized. Although measuring such impacts is challenging, researchers, policymakers, practitioners, and the media could stand to benefit from LC expertise, but they often don't know where to turn. While the diversity of disciplines and methodologies used in LC research is a strength, it also results in LC research studies being more difficult to locate. There is no established means of sharing LC research data, tools, or products. Further, the wide range of methods used in LC research leads to publication in a wide variety of journals, with currently over 400 different journals represented in our LC database. Finally, there's no single society or meeting outside of the LC Congress which fully captures the breadth of LC research. In terms of analytical challenges, the breadth of methods can make cross-study analyses difficult, and it can be particularly challenging where studies employ methods from different disciplines. Systematic synthesis of LC findings across studies from different disciplines would be valuable and could serve as a state of the field on the issue. More methods assessment could improve rigor in study design. And as you're all aware, NIH has a renewed focus on rigor and reproducibility, making measures and instruments publicly available and easily located would improve rigor, reproducibility, efficiency, and access. After an initial consultation with the Genomics and Society Working Group of Council about some of these challenges in the fall of 2017, the LC program held 2 public webinars in March to gather broader feedback. The webinars were attended by approximately 80 participants from across the full spectrum of LC research in terms of discipline, career stage, and mechanism of NIH funding. Participants urged ongoing and increased collaboration between LC research, genomics, and other fields of biomedical and clinical research to ensure that research findings are translated into meaningful outcomes. Most participants supported the general idea of broader sharing of instruments, measures, and tools utilized in NHGRI-funded LC research. Such an effort was viewed as a means of increasing multidisciplinary research, rigor, reproducibility, and transparency. Sharing was also seen as particularly important for trainees or new investigators who may still be building their collaborative networks. However, opinions about sharing primary LC data were mixed, with some participants favoring increased data sharing using existing resources as a means of increasing transparency and rigor, but other participants were unsure of whether such sharing would be worthwhile, particularly for qualitative data where the context of how the data was collected is very important. Support was also heard for efforts to summarize and or conduct meta-analyses across LC research, either focused on a particular topic or to summarize findings in genomics LC for potential application to other fields. A combined executive summary from the two webinars is currently available on our LC website. The purpose of the Center for LC Resources and Analysis would be to provide LC researchers with an established platform to share their research tools and products related to genomics, to serve as a resource for curating and synthesizing research on key topics in the field, highlighting new findings and providing access to these works, and to convene LC researchers for both small and larger scale transdisciplinary projects and meetings to develop a more synergistic and integrated LC research community. In regards to the first objective, related to resource sharing and coordination, the Center will provide LC researchers with established and stable platform to share their research tools and products. The Center will collect, index, store, and make publicly available data collection instruments, data dictionaries, and study methods from NHGRI-funded LC research, and ensure appropriate annotation of such resources. Further, the Center will track and maintain a central database of LC scholarship and its products, including journal articles, books, websites, tools for genomic researchers, and clinical and educational interventions. The Center will collaborate with the NHGRI to identify and prioritize research tools and products for inclusion. And where appropriate, the Center will collect and coordinate information on how to access data from NHGRI-funded LC studies, including data that is shared through existing repositories or resources. However, the Center will not serve as a repository for primary LC research data, as these data types are too heterogeneous to be effectively aggregated at this point. The Center will conduct usability testing and evaluation activities to assess the ongoing needs of LC and genomic investigators and other relevant stakeholders to improve utility of the Center. The intent of such testing is to ensure that the diverse set of potential users are able to find, access, and effectively use Center resources. All resources and tools developed by the Center will be portable and easily transferred if needed. In terms of the second objective, related to data integration, synthesis, and translation, the Center will also serve key analytical functions, including summarizing LC scholarship via meta-analysis and literature review, integrating and synthesizing LC research data to identify areas of consensus, disagreement, and research gaps,